In this video, we're gonna go over comping, so definitely make sure you watch through the end because we're gonna provide you with some amazing tips and tricks. That way you can be well equipped for comping your next property. Welcome to Batch TV. My name is Michelle, and we are going to be providing you some amazing insider tips and tricks in these short videos, so that way we can help you elevate your real estate investing business to that next level. All right, so let's go ahead and start comping with BatchLeads. So there are 3 different places that you can comp in here. You can comp in our list search before you even download the property. You can comp your own properties that you've either imported or that you've pulled from our list search. And then you can also comp properties directly from the inbox while you're texting somebody. So I'll show you all of those, but first we're gonna start here in the property section. And we are just gonna click the first one on our list just for demonstration. So right now we're gonna comp 3222 West Glen Rosa Avenue. And you can see here, this is just giving us the property details. We're just gonna simply click the comparables button here. And then we can see that it pulls up this interactive map. So these are automatic settings here. Before we start comping, I'm gonna go over some ground rules because we wanna comp like an appraiser. So here are just some ground rules here before we start comping. You can pause the screen, take some notes here. But when you're comping, you wanna stay within a quarter to half mile of the property. You want to make sure that it's been sold within the past 3 to 6 months, depending on how hot the market is and how much it's been changing. You want to make sure that the property that you're comparing it to is within plus or minus 200 square feet, within 5 years of construction, because that means that it's going to have similar HVAC, roofing, things like that. The amount of levels you want the same. So if it's a 1 level, you only want to comp it with other single level homes. You can add plus or minus 10,000 for a pool or no pool, plus or minus 5K for bedroom. We obviously want to stay within the same amount of bedrooms. And the lot size has to be within 2,500 square feet. Also, we suggest not crossing any major roads. You really don't want to leave a subdivision. An appraiser would never leave a subdivision. And yeah, so those are kind of just basically the ground rules to get started with comping. So let's take a look here. The filters here, has it on sold, active, and pending. I'm actually going to take off active and I'm going to take off pending for this demonstration. So I'm going to put sold within the last 3 months just because the market has been crazy here in Phoenix lately. And we are just going to filter that down. All right, so we've got some comps here. Now that I'm looking at the map, I can see these major crossroads. So we want to stay within this area. So I'm just going to grab this boundary tool and I'm just going to draw a quick boundary within this area. I'm actually going to not cross that street either. And just filter those guys down. So we can see here, this is the property that we're comping. We do have pictures here if it's available on the MLS database. So you can take a look at the inside of the properties that you're comping. But the one that we're comping is a 3-bed, 2-bath. It is about 1,300 square feet, 6,500 lot square footage, and year built was 1955. So we are just going to start taking a look here. This one looks pretty promising. So, okay, we're going to select this guy. It's within a quarter mile, which is great. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, within the 200 square feet. Okay, so it's actually minus 200, which is fine. Let's look. Lot square footage is very similar and the year built is very similar as well. So this is great. The list price was $240 and it sold, gosh, not too long ago, earlier this month, which is awesome. So that is a great comp. Let's keep looking. We'll grab 1 or 2 more. So I've got a 3-bed, 2-bath here. This is within 0.08 miles. Let's take a look at the inside for this one. All right, single level, which is great stuff. That's wonderful. All right, perfect. Okay, so let's take a look and see what this sold for. All right, so 3.2. It's a little bit bigger, 1,400. But it's within that plus or minus 200, almost same exact lot size within 1 year of each other being built. and it sold for $302. So we're gonna go ahead and grab this comp here. So now that we've selected both of these, you can see that the estimated value is gonna take the average of those. And what this allows you to do is it allows you to make a very fair offer to the seller. And then you can also calculate, when you're creating that contract for your cash buyer, you can calculate the ARV as well. So what you can do is just click actions, and you can actually export these comps, or you can email them to whoever you need, even yourself. Okay, you'll just put your email there or whoever's email, and then you can send off that Excel spreadsheet with all of these numbers. So that is how crazy easy it is to comp within BatchLeads, and you can do this from any of the add-ons. So this is from within the main account itself. You don't need the add-ons for the comping tool. You can just do it straight in your properties tab. But if you do have the list search add-on, you can go ahead and, here I'm just gonna pull up Phoenix, Arizona really quick and show you how to do that. So when you're searching for lists of properties, before you download the property into your database, you can click the address here, and you can simply comp using the comping tool in the property details, just like we did earlier. So that's from the list search. And then the third place that you can comp in BatchLeads is straight from the inbox if you have our SMS add-on. So we'll go to this campaign. So this guy, Gregory, he gave me an offer here. So what I can do is I can actually click the property address, and I can start comping live while I'm texting him, which is so helpful. It makes you look very professional. Everything is there for you to have that quality conversation via text. And again, you're just gonna click that comparables tab and just start comping your properties. Thank you so much for joining us today on Batch TV. I hope that some of these tips and tricks helped you in comping your next property. If you have absolutely any questions, or if you just want to let us know what you need help with and what you want to see in future videos, go ahead and click that like button, subscribe, and definitely leave us a comment below.